Trial in the Club Blu case will begin in just a couple of hours now, nearly 6 years after the shooting.
So two teenagers, just 14 and 18, were killed that day. Kierra Russ is one of 5 people facing second-degree murder and conspiracy charges. If she's convicted, she faces a lifetime sentence. So Fox 4 Morning News anchor Lisa Greenberg, she's live at the Lee County Courthouse this morning. So Lisa, can you kind of take us through this case?
Chris, Amy, that murder trial is expected to start here at the Lee County Courthouse at around 9 o'clock this morning, which means opening statements are expected to get underway at around that time. Opening statements are the opportunity for both sides, the prosecution and the defense, to lay out their case for why they believe Kierra Russ is either innocent or guilty. But I want to take you back to that night in 2016 when the Club Blu mass shooting happened. I was there covering this for Fox 4 as a reporter, and I remember investigators swarming that nightclub as crowds of people were standing outside, family members, loved ones, friends, waiting to hear what had happened inside and outside of that club, waiting to make sure that their family members were safe. Now this morning, I'm breaking down a timeline of everything that's happened since that shooting. Again, it happened in 2016, but to give you a bigger picture of what exactly happened here, I need to take you back to 2 years before that, when I actually interviewed a young boy who would become one of the victims of this shooting.
Stop the violence, break the silence.
2 years before Sean Archilles was killed in a mass shooting at Club Blu in Fort Myers, he walked the streets of his community for a Stop the Violence rally.
I don't want no violence in the neighborhood, so there's too much violence, so I want that to stop.
He was just 12 years old at the time and never got to see that message come true. 2 years later, on July 25th, 2016, he would be one of 2 teens to die in a shooting at Club Blu. The nightclub was hosting a teen beach party night. Investigators say the shooting happened as people were leaving. Sean and 18-year-old Stef'An Strawder were killed. 14 others were shot. Fort Myers police say members of a gang showed up to Club Blu, targeting a rival gang. 3 people, Taj Battle, Demetrius O'Neill, and Derek Church, were identified shortly after as persons of interest in the case. They were arrested on charges not directly related to the shooting. And within days of the gunfire, several lawsuits were filed against the nightclub by victims' families and 2 security guards who said there wasn't enough security to handle all of the people at Club Blu that night. In December of 2017, 10 of those suits were settled. No dollar amount was made public. Club Blu never reopened. A restaurant moved into the space a year after the shooting. In early 2020, Fort Myers Police, the FBI, Lee County Sheriff's Office, and State Attorney's Office joined forces to create the Club Blu Task Force. And in December of that same year, 5 people, including the original 3 persons of interest, were arrested for the Club Blu murders. So that brings us to where we are today. One of those suspects, Kierra Russ, her murder trial starting this morning. And we want to remind you of the charges she is facing this morning. Kierra Russ is facing second-degree murder and conspiracy charges. Those charges do carry a life sentence without the chance of parole if she is convicted. Now, of course, I'm going to be monitoring this trial when it starts in about an hour from now and let you know what is happening inside of the courtroom. Chris, for now, I'll send it back inside to you.
Yeah, Lisa, I was right here anchoring Fox 4 Morning News the day of that shooting. It's a morning I'll never forget. To put it into perspective, remember, it happened just a few weeks after the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. There really was a sense of how can this be happening again and in our community, especially in those first few hours when the number of injured teenagers kept rising and we began to see families rushing to the scene. The shooting really changed the conversation about public safety in our area, and for years, police talked about the need for a better relationship with the community. They say that's why it took so long for them to make an arrest in the case.